G'day. I've actually changed the position of my camera just slightly for today. I've got it sitting on top of my microphone. At the time, I was going to not use my microphone because I had the, those little things, AirPods. I had the AirPods in, but they went flat, so I've had to charge them. So I'm still leaving the camera there. Not going to change that at all at the moment. I am wanting to, though, find my buy me a coffee referral. And the other one that I was going to do, it's going here. I think I can put that there. This is my buy me a coffee link if you're wanting to do some sort of referral, I think. I am going to put it in the comments, in the HAPS comments. I don't think you get to see that when you're, oops, I've got to swap this around. I was going to drop that photo. Isn't it funny, some of the things you'd think that you're doing properly and you're not? I didn't. So there you go. I hadn't switched around my screens properly. So there you go. So that should show up the buy me a coffee, except it didn't. That did it as private. Oh, this is frustrating. No, I won't do that. I'm editing it. So I think, nah, just copy it again. I'll go copy, cancel. Let me go this one properly. If I go like that, it's supposed to take off that private. Now this is, I think, like the referral link. Pretty sure that the buy me a coffee / Ros Bounty is the one if you want to buy me a coffee. I'm not sure how that comes in on the stream here as part of a stream elements yet. I'm still learning that stuff, still trying to figure it out. So, but what I'm here for is, and I am going to be cross-purposing here a little bit because the screen's here and the camera's there. So I'm looking left this time instead of the other way. I'd look right and you'd see me looking that way. Just all a bit confusing. It doesn't really matter. I've got a better view of the cards here as I'm actually doing them, even though I can't see them on the screen there. There's many other broadcasters that do 4 screens. I've got one, and I'm looking at a table, so that's why. That's why there's such a big variety there between there and there. Okay. And thanks, Emma, for that. I'm just trying to find where the other one is that's for those who are watching via my other channels to do the HAPS invite. This is the link that you use to actually come on to the HAPS TV under my name. Then you get 100 points and I get, I don't know whether we both get 100 points or coins, or whether I just get 25 and you get the 100. I know you get 100 if you're signing in under someone. So that's what I'm going to do there. So that's the one that you use if you're on my Facebook page or my Twitch or Twitter or the other ones that's not the HAPS, okay? And that's to join in, because if you're in the HAPS live stream itself, like in that chat stream and the rest, I can actually invite you into my screen at the same time if you'd like to come up and join me while I'm doing a reading or just have a chat. Those who remember the old blab days, it's sort of like that, sort of. So what I'm going to do, here we go, because I just love the way that this here, you can actually put the comments on the screen as well. So I've just done that with yours, Emma. I think I have. Did it? Yeah, it's just a little bit slow. There is a lag in time using this platform. Quite a few of them do have a time lag because they're sending from my computer to I'm getting it from their server, the HAPS server. I'm part of that, but then it sends it back through the Facebooks and the whatever and picks it up and then back to the HAPS, and that's why it's delayed. So really that's all that's about. Did I put that HAPS one? I didn't put that HAPS one yet. No, I had to click another link. Duh. I had to click it twice. I didn't. Now it's there for those of you who'd like to join in the hats. So what we've got, and Emma, yes, I am well, thank you. So you're actually wanting to have a card, so I'm going to put that there. What I've actually got is the Lenormand card deck. So I'll pick a card from this one. Oh, now I've got to share my, and this is where I'd forgotten to do the switch over to the different screen. So this is how the actual Curiosi-Tea Streampunk cards are. That's how this one presents on the table. So this camera here is looking at my table that's got the cards set out on them. So that's the one when you click into the, if you go into the Buy Me a Coffee, you'll find the Hats live stream card reading, and I'll do one of these for you. I think I've got it as $9 Australian. So it can be short or it can be a long one. It longish, but you get a fairly decent reading when you give a very, quite a detailed question, so you get a more specific answer and relevance to that. For those that just want a card, this is the deck that I'm using. It is the Gilded Reverie, and I am twisting a lot with this, aren't I? So there's the Gilded Reverie as the card deck that I'm using just for doing the card pulls. And this is the type of cards, that's the back of them. This is the cards that I use as far as the deck that I'm pulling for, just if you'd like a card, a single card for free. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be doing these types of card readings. Beautiful cards. I really like the Sarah Marchettis. So here we've got that is there. I'm just going to see if I can get the direct. I'm trying to find the direct Buy Me a Coffee. It was actually in delay mode when I was looking at it. I couldn't quite figure out how to do. Yeah, it's not letting me get into my Buy Me a Coffee in the back. So I'm just going to go onto Buy Me a Coffee website itself and do my own search on my name and get you the link. That makes it a lot quicker and easier. And then I'll paste that where I need to. And because I'm signed in, it's not letting me do that. Oh, I'm glad you guys are patient with me. You certainly are. And, where's that going? Oh, there it is. It's coming up that way. Okay. Let's see if it comes up direct with that card reading. Oh, yeah, there you go. I have got it now. So that's what I'll do. Here we go. I can put that in there. And that might be helpful. Yay! I think it might work. Let's see. Once it populates on the actual comment stream, it should. Let's hope so. Yes, I think it is. So that first one is my referral link if you want to join Buy Me a Coffee yourself to be a creator and blog poster, podcaster and whatever on Buy Me a Coffee there, because you can do all that now. But this one that I've just posted is for doing the Curiosi-Tea card reading there. So Emma, I'm going to, I have no idea how I'm going to monitor whether anyone's actually done it though. I'm hoping though that I've got, I'm trying to think, what do you call it? The Stream Elements are supposed to pop up with some sort of widget to say, yes, you've bought me a coffee, and then I know that I can do your reading straight away. Well, pretty much straight away. I'm not sure if that's working yet. So we've got Emma yet. I'm going to put your card up, put that up on the screen. So Emma, here is a card for you. I'm just knocking them and I'm shuffling them so that we can actually get a card out for you and you know that it's there. So there it is on the top. I've used the top card. What you've got there is the fish. Now the fish, it is a card for abundance. So whatever it is, I'm just hoping to hold that in the right spot. Is it? Yep, that's going all right. if there's something around you that you're actually hoping, your desire is that you're going to have a lot of something, or feeling in a place of abundance. Like, it doesn't have to actually be the riches of money. It can be some form of resource that you're just wanting to have around you that is enough, that's going to bring you what you need so that you can move further forward in something that you're liking to do. So what I'm feeling is, as far as doing artwork or something like that, that you're going to have enough creative juices to actually get it going, and the resources, as in your paint canvas, your brushes, your paint, in whatever way that you're creating, that you have enough to be able to do that in abundance and actually bring that forward as part of your sharing with whoever you share your art with. This is just an example, but it's what I'm getting for you at the moment. So, but in that place of having the right perspective around why you're doing things, it can be that just having that right thought about how and why you're doing things to create that abundance in the resources can also mean that if it's art that you're doing for selling onwards, that you're going to be able to sell it easily and be in abundance in the money in that way. So that it's the being in your true flow is creating that abundance. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you there, Emma. And I've noticed that we've also got, and this is where the Facebook, if you're on my profile, it won't show me your page. So there's someone who's probably there on my profile is saying hello, and I appreciate you. I've done the cute little appreciate. When the responses come in, the way I reply to them here from within the hats, I don't know whether you're getting them directly on the Facebook page. Let me go and have a quick look at that, because I can probably see that. And okay, I've got some other messages happening. I didn't realize that. Now I've got to go to my page. This is all stuff that I'm learning at the same time as presenting too. You might be aware of that by now. And it's Tarika and Chantel Smith, you're saying hello. Now, it's pretty obvious I'm not getting, coming over to hats, the hello was from Chantel. So that you're not getting that instant reaction from the HAPS page. So what I'm doing in the HAPS, you're not seeing in the Facebook. So they're not connected directly in that way. So as much as what I'm seeing at my end that other HAPS users may be seeing, you might not be seeing all of that in Facebook. You're still getting it though. I am. I know that. So, and Emma, you've put that lovely row of hearts there, so thank you. I'm seeing if that shows up on the actual hat screen, does it? Let's have a look, see. Yeah, it does. All those little hearts show up. So anything that you're commenting in the, as far as the emojis and that in your Facebook section, where Emma is giving me, is joining me, is actually on my Ros Bounty page. So I can see her name that goes up on the screen here within the HAPS. My Ros Bounty profile, that's the one that comes up as just Facebook user, and we don't see who you are. So if you'd like to, just move over to the Ros Bounty page. It's the other one. It's a more business-sided page thing. You know what it goes like. Facebook likes having so many rules that you've got to go through so many hoops and etc. But we keep on, don't we? So here we go now. Rena, you're here. Wow, great. And appreciate you too. It's wonderful to see you here and putting that on screen. It's been a while since watched through HAPS. I've tended to actually come into using the HAPS now every day. I like the platform. It's very easy to get onto to even broadcast, but I'm actually enjoying watching other people's broadcasts. There's a lovely lady who takes us on walks through Hiroshima like she's in Japan. So she's doing some fairly frequent walks through there, and especially when the Sakaru or the cherry blossoms were in full flower. It was absolutely beautiful. Another one that does a walk through Paris, and there's another one that's doing one in the UK on the top of some moors. And it's really interesting to just even you feel like you're a part of that journey with them, of that walk. So you're actually almost feeling like you're walking around the world, because it is global. And that's what it feels like as I'm watching some of these. So I am on it pretty much every day for a short term time. I'm enjoying that more, I suppose, than what Facebook. As much as it's nice to keep connected with friends and the rest, there's not many of the friends on Facebook doing live streams. So I'm really enjoying. Hats is a platform for broadcasting, for watching others broadcast and rewarding each other, and it's really good. And the best thing so far, like as beta, it's still in free version. It is free. And I'd suggest getting on the ground floor while it's actually in these early stages to learn it. Use it for yourself. Do broadcasting in your own town, that type of thing. It's great. Whoopsie. I just went and scrolled through the comments really fast. That went through. And Emma's saying as well, she loves this deck. I certainly do really enjoy this deck. It is Sierra Marchetti is the artist. You can just see that at the top. And Gilded Reverie is the name. The style of card deck, he's called it, is Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Or Lenormand. It is a Lenormand deck, not tarot. He has done a tarot deck that's called Gilded Tarot, and I've got that, and it's a beautiful deck as well. I just tend to like to read the Lenormand decks now because it's just so to the point and easy to read. It's a photo. It's not needing to remember what the number of the suit is meaning and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I like the Lenormand deck. And Rena, you're suggesting, you love the readings. Thank you. Thank you for that. I just love doing it. It's good fun. Now, you think the only... yes. So you think you're the only one on the Facebook page, Yeah, look, I think you're probably right as well. I'll just get another version. Let me go to the other Facebook page. This is where Facebook's confusing. It's taken me over to the business suite or business something. It's got the business.facebook. It's that format, and I'd have to say I don't like it. I'll jump over to the business page now and see who's commenting there, and it is certainly the difference. Now it just wants me to watch something. That's now. So I can. It's a shame you guys can't see what I'm seeing on my screen, but I suppose if I mirrored it, I'll mute that and pause that. I don't need to be watching me at the same time. Yeah, you are the only one on the business page. Oh, no, we've got Naomi on now as well, so that's wonderful. I'm going to close that one off, though, because I don't need the two. It stretches the computer CPU too much, if that's what it's still called. I don't know for sure. Where am I? I've got to find my hats again. Here we go. Here we go. Right, yeah, you are the only one there at the moment. Besides, yeah, I did see that it is. I'm here with two friends. Yeah, Naomi. I'll just do this again. Yes, hang on. Let me see. You'll see this. Rena has put. Oh, that's cute. That's I'm looking at Rena's your comment with you've got a fish emoji there, and that actually does show up on on the screen. You just saw it flash past. Hats don't leave the comments on very long at all when it's actually put on the screen, which is fine. And Emma, you're not an artist. No, really, it was more the type of thing I was explaining was if that was the type of thing that you've got in your life that you like doing. It's some other passion that you might have or something that's happening around you where that abundance is going to occur. I'm feeling it's more like the thing that you might have in your life that you're following, you have a fairly good gut feeling that you're following the right path and that you're actually in your flow in being who you are. And whatever it is that you're doing and being guided into doing, it's that's going to continue to create for you that abundance. And that's what the card was just letting you know. I was just using an example for me because I do want to get back to doing some painting. So that's what popped into my head first. But it's the sense of be in your own flow, and that's going to create your abundance. It's certainly there for you. And if it's you're concerned or worried about money, don't be worried about the money, the dollars and that sort of stuff. It is part of abundance, but it's not all of it. Just being in your flow will create that stream of what is the good positive energies, and almost like affirmations and manifestation coming into play as well, because you're actually in your truth, your flow. So that's probably more what I meant about that. Okay. So, and here we've got where, hang on, here we've got the comment, and this is from my profile. This is where Facebook's become so confusing. This one here is on the profile because of the privacy issues and acts that are in whatever countries. Something that is your personal info, personal page, so to speak, which the profile is. It's not really a public page. That's why they don't allow the API thingy to actually show your names. It's not something that happens. So you've put that where it's just, you're on my Facebook Live. Yeah, this is going to as a live stream to those pages. So it's going to Twitch, it's going to Twitter, it's going to my Facebook profile, and then my Facebook page, and then my Twitch, as well as Periscope, although Periscope's supposed to be off, it's not quite yet. So there's 6 destinations. And then anything, if you come into HAPS, you join HAPS and you're in this chat as a HAPS member, I can invite you onto the screen, and those if you broadcast, you can choose where it goes to your destinations, and you can 6-fold it again. It multiplier effect. It's really quite interesting. It's what I found. If you have 8 people, you can have, 6 people on at once. You've got 36 potential. And plus X, it's really interesting. Really interesting. Anyway, that's only just details. I'll keep going. So thank you. And this is where you've heard, Tarika, yes, you've put your name in there. So there is the difference. So you can have me see your name, but you've got to type it in the comments so that I know, this is Tarika. And I can say, hi, Tarika, that type of thing. It just brings it back to being more personal. Or you whiz over to the Ros Boundy page and I can see your name automatically because it's a public page. It's something that Facebook allows because it is public. It's more an intention for business or that type of public purpose. So that's where that comes from. So there you go. And here we've got, it is Naomi who is on the screen, who is on the page. Now, that's about all I'm going to say about that. I want to get into the interesting stuff. And here we've got, there's another user. So Naomi, you had Tarika actually inviting you along to watch what I'm doing. Cool. The easiest thing you could probably do is go to my, into that link, that type in where the link shows up. That doesn't show up there, does it? That's only showing in my HAPS profile. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm just going to try and copy this and put it in those 2 pages. That's what I might need to do. So here, this is in my Ros Boundy profile. I'll put it in the comments. I'm supposing Facebook still allows links in your private profile comment stream, although I don't want that being. I've just got to change that around. As Facebook automatically puts that as a link that I don't want. Anyway, copy paste that link that I put there in the comments, or click on it. It is coming up as the clickable. and you can join HAPs. You don't have to be a broadcaster, but you can join HAPs using that link. You'll get 100 coins to reward other people for what they broadcast, and just watch some other people do their broadcasts. If you want me to, just send me a message and I can take you through on a more private, in a Zoom or something, to show you actually how do you use HAPs. It is dead easy. I don't think there's a great deal on their website. I haven't even looked at their website in detail yet. Maybe that's a naughty. I don't know. I'm just going to go and open that Facebook a business page just to put that copy that link into. I think I've got my messenger. Just received a message. I just received a message. I'm just going to go and get my page up so I can do the same thing on that comment stream. Yep. So you are just going to see me doing a few things like this. If you hold on a sec. Here we go. Comment in there. And there it is. Hopefully that's in the Roz Bounty page as well. Okay, got a few things happening here. And I'll have to respond to my kids later. And I just wobbled the table. I just saw that. Okay, let's get back to it. So hopefully, have you got any questions around that? Because it is actually quite simple to use this. Now, I'm not going to respond in all the Facebook stuff and where this is going to, because I can't. I'm actually streaming from the HAPS platform. So do come in and connect in and just watch, and that's fine. And you can learn about the other stuff later. And then I'll be able to respond quickly into this streams. Yeah, sorry, Naomi. Like you said, yes, here we are. I wasn't doing it quite right. So, Naomi, there it is. You've got your name up on the screen. I can do that part. The link doesn't show in the Facebook ones until I just put them in there physically. So it did remind me, yes, you can't see the link because it doesn't. You're not on HAPS. So I had done that the wrong way. I've corrected that now. So do pop on and do that. And Emma's acknowledging, yeah, thank you for that. I do appreciate that. So as far as the explanation of abundance with that card, yes, you got the message. You got it. That's good. And you will get it too. You'll be rolling in abundance before too long. Now, let me go further down in these streams. At Roz Bounty. So that's what you need to. You can just watch using that. But if you want to join into HAPS and be part of the membership sort of, it's all free. That's where I can invite you on the screen. If you're just over watching as a straight outright stranger watching, I'm not sure how that shows up. I haven't done it. I just joined up straight away, and that's how I've been seeing them, is being able to actually take part and do all of that. Oh, thank you, Rena. Yes, thank you. You've given me an award. Thank you very much. That's a high five award or something, just a high award. Thank you very much. That's how it actually can work for you. And you did sign up. Yay, congratulations. Well done. So that's the Facebook user. I signed up and got coins. Now, as you actually sign up, and if you're in on my page and on this, you do you can actually highlight, hover over. If you're on a mobile phone, you sort of hold the picture of the person down and you can actually see, do view profile, or there is a subscribe there. That doesn't mean you're paying any money there. It just means that you're going to get notifications, where the little bell things are. You'll get told or let known when I'm live next time. So you get that notification. That's what the subscribe means. And it'll let you know if I'm a guest on somebody else's show once you're in HAPS, if you're logged in. I'm not sure how that works for the outside of the HAPS. I get them on my computer, so I've allowed it to do that because I like to know. Oh, really? You've done another one. Well, thank you. Wow, thank you very much. when you get to a point where you like to broadcast yourself, you can actually earn by logging in every day. You can earn 50 coins each day. There's some little prizes. There is a bit of a prize system so that you can earn the coins to share with other people, and they'll share with you. Like Rena's given me an award, that's what you're doing for other broadcasters. So if you actually like something that they're presenting and you really agree with what they are showing you, as far as I was watching a report of firefighters in a town in US that were putting out a house fire. And it was really very interesting. And the commentary of the person presenting, being the journalist, was really well done. So I was able to give an award there, a creative award or something like that. It was in recognition of saying, well, thank you for sharing that. It was very interesting to know and follow what they were showing as their show, their broadcast. It's really very good. And Rennie, you were playing around with the buttons. It must be hanging around me too much. You've learnt I like to play with the buttons, don't you? You've learnt that indeed. Like this one. Here we've got this one I'm going to show on the screen now too. This is one of the HAPS TV sample ones that they're putting here. New to HAPS, no problema. Because HAPS, the way they came up with the name is because it's happening. So they've shortened it down at HAPS. And that's the origin of the name. Someone asked the question. I wouldn't have known that until someone had asked a question and then answered it in one of their own broadcasts. So it was either Peter or Pablo. And it's quite funny. You can upload these images. They're what you actually upload as a separate image. I can take that down. Very similar to some of the other platforms. I use Ecamm as a virtual camera into this program to enable the multiple cameras, like having this here and my picture in it. And I can just do the switch around like that if I want to, and I'm talking to you. And it's probably what I should have been doing then, but I forgot because I got too interested in pressing the other buttons. So that's part of what the versatility is. And I use B.Live as well. That's what my favourite broadcasting platform itself is, as far as a straight broadcasting, but that only goes to Facebook and YouTube at the moment. They'll be bringing out an RTMP at some point. You know, there's things like that. There's so many different broadcasting platforms. Most of them do cost money. This HAPS at the moment doesn't. So give it a go while you've got the opportunity and ability for free. So, and have a play with the buttons. I love it. Now, I'll explain this. Oh, I like that. That's a good question. Thanks, Naomi, for this, because you probably did miss the start of it, and I'll explain it from here with this. I am starting to, because I've been doing free card readings for, it has actually been a couple of years now. Definitely the daily card readings I've been doing on my time has been over a year. Before that, it was a bit more ad hoc, and I was just doing card readings, and they've all been free. I'm starting to bring into, it's not paid as such, but it is just a nice little reward through the Buy Me a Coffee, which is the link that I'd put. Did I put that actually in those Facebook ones? The Buy Me a Coffee one is specifically for this particular platform, the HAPS platform that I'm going to do this for. Because the awards that we get, it helps supply those that we're sharing, just as those awards, is a small contribution of sharing and recognition for the broadcasters, and HAPS gets a large portion of that. With the Buy Me a Coffee, it's the tiniest fee that Buy Me a Coffee take out, and I, as the creator or the person offering the service of these readings, I'm the one who actually gets the full amount really of this. And I'm just going to go into here and put that link as a reply to you specifically, Naomi.
Just go and open
Except the jolly thing went and clicked into that. The things that it does, I've put that directly in as a reply to your comment on the Facebook. Okay, Naomi? And that's the one, it's $9, and I do a reading of this. I'll do a sample one first so that you know what I'm talking about when I say a create, what are they called? Curiosi-Tea tea card, because these are tea cards. This isn't a tarot. It's not the Lenormand. It's tea cards. And it's actually Tea with Karen, who created the system, created these cards. They're absolutely fantastic. I love them. I think they're a really good way of being able to provide a really good reading for people in a public aspect, and basically get a small reward for it, having some coffees, that type of thing. Otherwise, the other thing that I'm offering is being able to pull a card. If all you want to do is have a really quick card reading, just one card with these, because hang on, let me do it two hands. I'll have to do it two hands. With this deck, with cards like these, it's just taking potluck and having a pull of one of these cards for whatever meaning, reasoning, whatever the intuitive guidance might be, just from the one card. So that's the difference in the two that I'm actually offering. Okay, now that was the one that I'm on I'm not sure you're on my website, and I need to go to the one that's my profile to actually put this one here for the buy me a coffee. Whoops, I've got to hit the wrong key there. So that those who are on my profile, you'll be able to see as well that what I'm offering on the buy me a coffee is for these HAPS live streams, that you're going to get more for it by paying for it. Yeah, okay? Yeah, and it's the equivalent of 2 coffees or 3 coffees. I can't remember. I set that, I've set that in the background on that page. I can see what you're saying there, Kenneth. Now, you're saying I signed up, but it doesn't show me. Now, you're saying you signed up and you got the coins. Yes, and Tarika, you're saying, okay, still considering. Now, I'm responding to those directly on the Facebook page in the background. I haven't responded to those in the HAPS. It does get a bit confusing, but I know that I'm needing to explain some of that so that you can tell what the difference is between how I'm live streaming from the HAPS into the HAPS and how it presents to those 6 destinations that I've got it going to, okay? And hoping that I've explained that right. Now, this one was Tarika's, as I spoke about it, but no one could see it because I was in Facebook. Now I'm back to HAPS, put it on the screen, and I know now that's Tarika Tamika. Let me have a look, Tarika. I got your name right. Good memory, isn't it? So here we go. They are fun. Renna is saying that they are fun. It is. It's a fun way of doing that. Now, Kenneth, once you're into, you've mentioned that you've signed up and you've got the coins. What you're needing to do from there is to actually, I can't do it because I'm doing a broadcast, but what you need to do from there is there's a little, if it hasn't come up straight away to my name, there's the little magnifying glass search bar that you just go at Ros Boundy, and it takes you to my profile. You'll subscribe to that, and you should see where we are live in that space of my profile. You double click that and you can actually come in and comment in that stream as you in the HAPS itself. Okay, so yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that, Tarika. Now I bet you that is you, as I go back over there and I'll see Tarika saying, yes, well done. Yes, got it. So it's a bit of toing and froing to start with until people can get used to actually being within the HAPS profile, HAPS app, or the HAPS on the browser. I'm using a browser at the moment. There is a HAPS app that you can download from the App Store in Apple or the Google Play or whatever it is on an Android. It's available on the mobile devices, so you can watch it from your mobile phones or tablets, the iPad. They work a tiny bit little differently on the mobiles compared to what it does on the desktop. So I might be explaining something that you don't understand because I'm not seeing it. I'm not on the mobiles. Okay, and I don't use the mobiles much for this type of stuff. Oh yeah, look. Okay, so Naomi, you're saying that, oh, happy it's not allowing me to unload, oh, unhappy it's not allowing me to upload a photo to complete my profile. It depends whether you're doing that from a mobile, whether it's on the Android or the Apple. I have a funny feeling the iOS doesn't allow certain things, probably better on an Android. If you have a laptop or a desktop, it probably is the best and easiest way to actually set up your profile, but you can do that later. It doesn't really matter that you haven't got a photo. I'll still have your name and your connection name to be able to actually subscribe back to you. And then at least, when you've got time on a different device or the same one to find out how. I don't know exactly. Yeah, on Haps. Yeah. See, at the moment, you're still here commenting through the Facebook page purely because, as you can see it up there, it's not giving that you're actually not on Haps. That's interesting. I can see in my side that you're coming from Facebook. If you were coming from Periscope or Twitch or YouTube, I'd be able to see the little icons that say that you're doing it coming in from those. The comments are. When it's from Haps, you can see, I'll just show yours again, Renna, that comment to see. I'm just having a look, see if it shows up differently. Does it show up? It doesn't show up that you're even on Haps, but your little @ thing is very much a Haps thing, so I know that you are. So, yeah, hopefully it works out all right. Oh, well, that's a bit weird. So that's not letting you comment without uploading a photo. What if, are you actually using the Haps app on the Android phone? Or what if you try logging in again? Can you even finish the sign up? Because it might be better if you do it off the Chrome browser part of your mobile phone, if you understand all that. Someone mentioned that could be the better way of doing it and not use the app yet until you've signed in. So being a beta version, there still can be some little bugs that might be evident. I'm not sure how to report that part yet, but I'll find out and see if that's something that they're addressing yet. So anyway, regardless of that, would you like to have a cards? I'll do some cards. How about you put a question in that you'd like to use as a focus, and I'll do a demo one as a freebie. I'll do this for you as to show and demo how this particular card spread reading actually works, so that people can have a bit of an idea of what they're actually getting with the it's 9 Aussie dollars, I think. But what they're getting with the Haps live stream card reading that I've set up in my Buy Me a Coffee. We can check it out. I like pressing the buttons. I'm sure some of you like pressing the buttons too, like Renna said. Okay. So if you type in a question there, I can do that. And even for the other couple that are there in, like Tarika, if you'd like to as well, and Kenneth, it does seem we might be having a little bit of an issue with the hat sign up. I did still put that in there, didn't I? I can't see all of my comments in the back stream. While I'm live streaming, Facebook doesn't let me scroll through my own page. As far as this live stream, I can't. Well, let me try it a different way. Hang on a sec. It's lovely, Shani, that you're here too. Let me just try it a different way.
In that way, so that it's the being in your true flow.
That's not coming up that I'm in a live. That's old. Have I cut out of my... Am I still live in the Facebook profile? It's not showing me up as... It says live. Gee, this is weird. It looks like it's an old one. Am I still on live? It's saying I was live 45 minutes ago. It's very interesting because I've missed some certain comments there as well. So, Shelley, you're even saying that you're there, Shelley. Oops, Roz, yes, there's that one there. I can see that. Oh, my goodness. And Kenneth, Tarika, still there here with two friends. That's where the two friends were. Facebook wasn't letting me. I actually had to go into the live stream on my own Facebook profile to actually see all the comments. I was in the wrong place. So apologies there, but I have put that comment in there. It's there. So that's fine. So it's got the hats sign up and the buy me a coffee. That's what I was checking on. So thank you. Now back to the hats. What question would you like? Oh, Rena, you're able to buy. Are you actually able to buy the coins? I did. I couldn't to start with. I tried and tried and tried. It wanted me to save something, and yes, there is a special price on the first time you purchase coins. I couldn't go through my PayPal. It wouldn't save the actual postcode, and I think I ended up doing it on a card. Used a card, and that worked. But I was on either my mobile, I can't remember whether it was on my mobile or whether I was on this, like the Mac, on the full one. So, yeah, there's other levels of prices. Remember, this is in US dollars that they quote as well. So I did spend $30 to Australian dollars for the probably 8 or 10,000 near that coins. I can't see that at the moment because I'm broadcasting. It doesn't actually show me my profile details. I don't think. No, it doesn't. Otherwise, I don't even know whether that cuts me off. So, okay, let me have a look. I think I did show that one, didn't I? Yeah, that it wouldn't let you comment. So now, Naomi, we're going to do yours as the demo now. I'll do that. So we're actually doing when will I have surgery and will it go well? Wow, okay, let's have a look, see if these cards can be used in that way. Now, we have got where I've got this screen up. The way, because it's to do with a question that's not really going to, oh, I'm looking at the camera over there. It's where I'm used to. I've changed it here, haven't I? I use dice to choose which position is first. So there is only 36 cards in this deck. So it's 3 rows of 6, as you can tell. So there's 6, 12, oh, sorry, 18, not 36. I'm thinking of the Lenormand. Silly me. There's only 18 cards. So 3 dice means when I go like that, we've got 3, 6, 9, 10. So that's dirty. That's a very bad dice. It's got something stuck to it. Anyway, so that's 10. So when I look at that, what I do, there's 6 in the top row, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this card here is the one that I'm going to start with. So concerning your surgery, will you have surgery and will it go well? So what we've got here is, and I've got to actually change around my view so I can see this camera very well. So what I should do is have my iPad on, shouldn't I, and watch it that way with volume off. I won't confuse the issue right now. But this camera does take a little bit to focus. What we've got here is the scales, and this is why I'm going really close to try and get it to focus in so you can see the card well enough. It's not going to. We're sitting on the sword card. This is the base card. So what we're doing, it's something, you asked about surgery, what's used in surgery, but a knife. Well, a sword's a giant knife. So it really is cutting edge stuff. So it's sounding like, yes, you are going to have surgery. It's a balance of the scales. You saw that kick into focus to try to. It's a balance of the scale. So it's like any type of surgery. You've always got the risk of one way or another. Your question is being, will it go well? So it's actually even sensing then the different balance that there can be with going into surgery. So that's confirming that. We're moving then from this card. See how these have, there's a pink teapot, we've got a green teapot here, and this one is a blue teapot in this one. So this one, we're green and number 6. So that's the 4th card. We go 6. So that's, and it's called chaining. This is what Karen has called it with the technique. So that confirms it. That's the base scales. And we're moving into a new pathway. It's the baby carriage. And it does mean having things being able to move freely, a pram, the pusher. It is about soothing, you're rocking it backwards and forwards to soothe the baby to sleep, or you're able to move the baby around wherever you want to. So it's putting in that newness, that rejuvenation. In the case of surgery, it's being done for a purpose, and it's actually moving you into the next stage. So it's as if something is renewed, new. There will be that time where you're moving through a recovery before you can actually get back up on your feet. You're actually having that time of, rest, rejuvenate, heal, all of that that's involved with post-surgery stuff. And I know that because I've recently had the broken wrist where it had surgery. I know that because my partner's undergone an operation recently and still in recovery mode a week later. So it really is take that time to rest properly and rejuvenate. You are going to have that happening. It really is confirming that. We're moving back to the 2 green, which is 1, 2. As you can see, there she is. And it's building up your strength. The Tower is about government type things and those strong corporations, that well-grounded type aspect. So you're actually moving into a period after that recovery of being well-grounded, having things being able to be built on and move further forward. And that's sort of in the respect of, I'm just checking the comments because I'm not looking anywhere near the computer screen as I'm doing this. I'm just looking at you and the cards. Okay, so you can see that a little bit out of focus, but you're feeling the energy of that in the strength that a Tower brings to what you're asking. It's going to be a good, strong recovery. Up here to the 1 pink, there it is reflected there. And it's having that trust and faith that what your decision is to have surgery and moving it into that next stage of what your life is bringing post-surgery. Because it is a big deal to go under the knife for anything, actually, especially when it's a full-on like general anaesthetic type surgery instead of just a day surgery with something in the chair or on the table. It really is trust in yourself first, that you've made that right decision. Trust in your God and move forward in that knowing that everything is going to be okay. Because it's still confirming that for me in what you're seeing ahead. And it is freedom of movement. It's being able to go on a holiday if you want to afterwards. It's being able to fill your sails with as much air as you want to and go in whatever direction you want to and moving forward with your life. That's what I'm sensing from this. It can be a little bit bumpy sometimes where you might get a bit of a stormy break or two, but that's not what I'm feeling as far as your post-surgery. You might feel a bit flat, like calm waters, being becalmed as far as the sailing analogy goes, or you might be feeling in the stormy, shitty seas because pain is part of that recovery. But certainly feel that you are on the move forward into wherever that needs to move you, as a result of having that surgery. So it is indicating good luck. Have a look at the sequence that these have put themselves in as far as good luck. We're on the pink row. There you've got 1, 2, 3, and now 4 in the pink row. It's going to move forward really smoothly. It feels to me like it is all great luck. It's going to work well. And you're not going to need to fear anything that you're moving through with that decision. So with the good luck, you're actually almost feeling like you're opening new doors with it as well. So it is the key to whatever door you're wanting to open. That's my feeling. And that will be part of that, that forward journey of still retaining, still being in, having that good luck wrap around you. Okay, or even swimming in it. It's almost like it can be a bucket, doesn't it? So here we go from there to the 4 blue. 3, 4, this one. And you can celebrate. It really is going to be successful. So another confirmation. So I'm feeling really good about what your question was with your surgery. Will it go well? When will you? That's what you decide. Because I only just saw that part of the question. When will it? It's when it needs to be. That's something that the surgery, like, your operating, what do you call them? Surgeon. The surgeons, anaesthetists and things like that, they'll decide, and you, when that will go ahead. But it won't be long. I am feeling it's going to be soon, and you can celebrate soon. Just certainly make time for that recovery to be as thorough as it can be. And we've got the 5 pink, we've got the camel. So even though in that recovery, it's actually telling you to still take it easy. Don't give yourself the rocky roads, the things in the way. The camel's about perseverance and persisting and not procrastinating. So it really is still giving you that bit of a warning. Even though you can celebrate, it is feeling good. Sometimes post-operative, you can feel too good and you stretch and test things a wee bit early. I know that. I've been doing it with my wrist. So do make sure you are careful in how you're dealing with that post-op. Certainly, you're going to have to use some of your stored resources, like the water in the camel's hump, the fat in the camel's hump type thing. You may need to use some of that reserve, but you've been able to build that up anyway so that it's there for that purpose. Just use it when you need to. Use that inner strength, and the tower will certainly create that for you as well. We're going to 5 pink up here, and there may be canes as you're walking. I have no idea what your surgery is, but it could be that you might need a little bit of assistance as well. Don't be frightened to ask for it. Usually means it's an older gentleman when it's the canes. That's what Karen's guidebook gives as keywords. It's just be open to asking for help if you need it. You may not, but for those moments where you feel you do, here we are. You are going to be steadily climbing up that ladder in the recovery states, and that's all that's meaning for me as far as what I'm sensing for that for you. 3, over here. You can start reaching for your stars again. Start dreaming. Get those forward plans moving for you as well, even if it is only in that dreaming section at the moment. But be guided by what your goals are, what you're actually moving toward as well. You've got some purpose there. So certainly enact that and move forward with it. 2 blue. You're getting a lot of these cards in this spread. So you can see really how much how this type of spread is well worth it to just have, you've asked a fairly specific question. You're getting very good specific details around it. Because with that stars and going towards your dreams, you're going to be able to weave your own magic around that. You're going to feel that sense of purpose, being able to achieve those goals, being able to move forward again with confidence and tackle things that you felt you probably couldn't before because you've sort of lost that skill. There was something that was just a bit missing in your energy levels, or whatever was just holding you back a bit. You're going to be able to move forward and get into that creativity again. Be your web weaver. And really, it's only you that can do that. We're moving over here to the 1 green, and your home, you're going to be able to feel really comfortable in your home space again. So I dare say most of that recovery time is going to be in your home, and it's bringing you back to feeling at home and that you can actually be comfortable. And that is also with the family and friends around you supporting you as well and giving a hand. It could be that they are going to be mostly, or your partner, mostly that is your helper with the canes, that bucket of canes. And you might not need it, but don't be frightened to ask for help. Accept it readily. I'm feeling that you've given to your home base for so long that it's fine to be able to ask for something, to ask for that little bit of help in return. I love the detail in this card. I think it's gorgeous. And especially even that light, the bunch of lights up there in this corner. Oh, I lost the focus. 5 green, that's this one. So you're moving over into being able to use the bats. You're finding your way automatically, the sense of how bats use their sonar and the rest to find their way home. Feel back into that space. You're going to find it easily. You're going to be able to find whatever you need to pretty automatically, because that's what's there. Trust in your own sense of direction, your own intellect in where you're going with it. And it's not focusing. There we go. You just see it kick in. I think bats are rather cute, even though they're ugly, but they're cute. And you know that they're, like anything in nature, we're designed as we're meant to be. So trust that and really find your own direction in that as you come through that recovery period. 6, pink up there. That's the pink one. See that? And we're back to the start, so that you're actually being able to really cut to the chase and have whatever you're needing to have dealt with through that surgery. It is going to be clean cut, going to bring you through to what you're needing it to actually do for you in your life as part of that reason of why the surgery was there. So the 4 green is back to this one where the scales were. And because it's revealed, that actually is the completion of that chaining effect of this style of doing a card reading. So it's pretty nifty, isn't it? Well, I think it is. So hopefully you've got some good understanding from that for the question. And keep stepping forward into that trust, that knowing the inner self, and that what you've decided, yes, it's a good move. Okay. Now, let's have a look. We've also got here now, I'm just going to pop over to see who this is. So, yes, card, please, overall finances. So that's on my Ros Bounty page. And, yeah, so that's Tarika. So great. Oh, g'day, Kat. Lovely to see you here as well. So I'll pop back to Haps. So, Tarika, here we go. Is this the card? Now, whoops, hang on, just did that. So, yes, card plays overall finances, getting a job. I've got an interview and still after one flatmate. Yeah, the Pisces man came, but not suitable. Need a tenant, need a job. Wow, let's see what one card will give. Let us see. Because I've just still got to find out how I actually can tell if someone does click on that HAPS live stream, how that works. I'm just going to try another little thingy here to see how that works. I think I've got to log in properly. Yeah, I am logged in, so that's fine. How that works, whether it pops up on the screen. There's apparently some widgets that I can put in somewhere that shows when things like that happen for me. So this for you, Tarika, job, tenant. Is that the right way you've got it? Yeah, getting a job, overall finances. So getting a job, and you've got an interview. I'm feeling a bit positive. Camera, I'm feeling a bit positive about that for you, Tarika. So here you go. Now I'm just going to switch this back to that one. Oh, wrong one. Oh, now I can't seem to. I've done something wrong on my screen now. I did the switching around a bit wrong. So you can see the card that I'm pulling. Oh dear, look at that one. You've actually got the coffin. The coffin is letting stuff go. It's not actually a death. I mean, it can be a death, but it's not. It's in the way that your question was framed, as in re-getting a job. You've got an interview. I do feel positive about that. And still after one flatmate. You're wanting a flatmate, the one that wasn't suitable. Pisces came, not suitable. That's fine. I think that's probably what's going to happen with this coffin card. That's probably, I'm feeling it's more relevant for what the flatmate tenant aspect is. I do feel, though, I'm still feeling that you've got a really positive with this interview. Will you get the job for that? Let me just see. I almost need a layer of something. Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can do it this way, because I've got another thingy here. I need a white one, don't I? Let me have a look. Hold on. No, I haven't got a yes, no. I've got, here is another one of what Tea with Karen has on offer. She's got a gorgeous Etsy store, and that's that side. I'll use this as the base over that because I haven't had time to shuffle them. And so there's the first card that you had. So we've got that. So here's the next one. Look, positives around the job interview. That's what I'm feeling with that. And I'm actually feeling, look, even if this one isn't a successful interview, the process of having the interview and really refining how you feel about how you're going and all that sort of thing with a job, I really do think that if it's not this one, you still probably need to decide from that interview whether you really want to pursue getting that job. And that's why, crossing the bridge, is it going to be this one or is it going to be the next one? You are going to get a job very shortly. I'm feeling that very strongly. But whether it is this interview that you've currently got coming up or whether it might be the next one, I don't think it's going to go beyond that much more in having multiple interviews and still not getting anywhere. I do feel that you're going to actually have a job. I think at the moment the flatmate issue or tenant probably isn't going to happen immediately, but let go of any baggage around that and absolutely needing that at this point in time. Get yourself settled in first to what you're going to be progressing with your job, with what's coming up. Feel confident, know that that's what's going to be part of the process for you. Okay, so that's that for you. Now I've forgotten the name. Tamika. I thought I had it right first time. Yes, so I've done that one. And you yourself are feeling positive for that. And this is where I should actually, instead of looking at it on Facebook, bring it up on the HAPS so that we have, that's really good. I've got the clappy hands on the HAPS side of it for you. So that's what's coming up on the screen. You do feel positive for the job too. It may turn your room into a clinic room. Look, that's another alternative. It could be what you're really going to decide and why there is the bridges card that's there. That option being there. Put yourself out, follow in your own flow. There was that reading that was for someone with the fish card as far as that abundance. Put yourself in your flow and feel really strongly in that knowing way that what you're doing is right, that it's fully into your purpose, okay? Nothing wrong with having a job and doing your room into a clinic room at the same time, is there? So you'll be in full abundance then, won't you? So, thanks, Tarika. Getting the hang of it for the purpose of profile page on Facebook showing up on HAPS. Putting your name there. Thank you so much. That's good. Be lovely to see you on HAPS. For anyone that's having some issues or wanting to join in, I'm happy to help people join in with the HAPS so that you're actually benefiting from. Not that you have to under my name or anything. You can just do it how you like as far as signing up, but you do get the free 100 coins when you're signing up under somebody's referral. It might not be mine. It could be Adair Palmer. It could be Leanne Winston. It could be whoever you see has their link somewhere. But you get, at the moment, the free 100 coins and you can share those as those awards that Brenna had done. And yeah, exactly, isn't it? It's so smooth, isn't it, to me, Tarika? Nothing wrong with that at all. Use that alternative. After 55, when I was trying to, here's where your positive language comes into it. Words are powerful. The vibration of what you're putting out in even the words you speak are powerful and have influence on the realm of the energetic quantum physics world. It really does have that effect. So put into your language more of the positive than thinking, I can't do that. It's not going to work for me. Well, of course, you're going to get what you want by that very framing in the way that you're using those words. Change it round, switch the perspective to being the positive words of, I'm going to start the job on whatever. Because I did have quite a lot of issue and I wasn't really sure I really wanted a job. And so after 50, 55, any job applications I was putting in was, I'd get to an interview and then it'd just be a nothing. Happens over and over and over again. There is actually age discrimination. I have seen the evidence of it, but you can't prove it and all sorts of things. So, you just keep moving forward with that positive mindset and really, what are you really wanting to do in your life? What do you really feel that you're guided and led to do? It's all a combination of that, isn't it? It's the vibrations of that frequency that's working in your whole energetic fields. And that's why I went and bought a Healy. It connected with what I do with sound therapy and frequencies and all that understanding of quantum stuff. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Why? Hi. Oh, what a lovely surprise, Psychic I am. Thank you very much for popping in. Because it's not that often that it's getting a little bit more that I'm on at different times of the day. And Psychic I Am is on Twitch. This is coming from Twitch. I didn't put that up, did I? Or did I put that up? Can we see that it's from Twitch in the back end on the screen? No, doesn't show up. So that might be something that HAPS could look at, showing that on the screen itself so that we know the breadth of where people are coming from, as well as where, saying where you actually live, what country, for instance. Because I do know that not all of us are here in Australia. Psychic I Am, I think you're in America somewhere. And we've got Angel Light here. Wonderful to see you as well. Nice of you to pop in. So thank you. And yep, yes, that I'm going to put a sad here on this one on my side because I think it is sad. It is true about the after 55. I noticed it more as I went from the 50 to 55. I was getting a few more interviews, but it was certainly after 55 it dropped off dramatically, roughly. And it's one of those things, you don't put your age on the applications or anything, but there is some history that shows up. Well, in my resume it was at the time. I've changed it now, but it was indicative. It was sort of showing that I might have been older than, the 50 without even stating it. So there's a few lessons I've learnt over time, purely because I suppose at the start, like I'd never really worked for someone else. We'd built our own family business, my husband and I at the time, 33 years of building our own business, and I'd never really worked for somebody else. And then, life changes and I decided to leave there and needing to apply for jobs I'd never done in my life. It's a whole lot of something new at times where it really is something that's a stark difference to what you've previously known. You learn pretty quickly. And, I just built other work that I was able to do in the massage. So I understand, Tarika, of doing or was that, no, that wasn't Tarika, that was Naomi, of offering, changing a room in the house to being a clinic room. That's what I did. I learnt massage and horseman technique and a few other things, hypnotherapy, which I still do at odd times. I'm not wanting to build it up as a business anymore. I love doing this, the freedom of being able to be flexible with what I do. Oh, and I've still got that out. Silly me. I'll take that off and I'll reshuffle these other cards. Where were we up to? I suppose I should spend some time out in the kitchen at some point soon. It's only 10 to 4 here. What the heck? I'm enjoying being online with you guys. So, an angel, like you're saying, yeah, so true. It is, isn't it? So, you're on the Sunshine Coast. Now, for this one, thank you for letting me know. I've got to go back to my Facebook profile and see that was Tarika. So, gee, what's the weather like up there? We had some warnings, and I can see even now that our wind is getting pretty strong. We had warnings for the bigger than usual waves this morning. So we did do a drive round the street because I'm only a street back from the beach here, but it's a hill in between. So we did do a drive over the hill to see what the waves were like. They weren't over big to what I could see besides good winter waves. So don't know. So don't know. Now, Angel Light, yes, you're on the Facebook page, so that's why your name is showing up. Naomi, yes, thank you. I'm just going to respond to that on Facebook page as well. Thank you so much. You feel much better. Will be nice to finally be out of pain. And I think, did I show that up on the screen? This is where I'm just going to go and have a look at that because I think I might have missed it after I'd done your reading. When will I have surgery and when will it go? Well, I've responded to that. Now that's something. Rita, I've only just noticed this one too, where you don't seem to have a PayPal option. I can't remember what I had to start with. I think it was a PayPal and a credit card option. I always choose PayPal because I've already set up and I know the password. Credit card I don't always have to hand, like on me. So, I can't help you with that one yet. Probably message me. Anyone that does want to have a bit of a hand, message me in the Facebook page if you could, because that's the one that goes through the business manager thing that I can respond to more easily. I can find them, put it that way. I do find it a bit easier to find them because I go through the mini chat. So I hope they do. They're supposed to be, put it that way. And I can give you a hand in setting anything up if you'd like to. I don't mind if you sign up under someone else, doesn't bother me, but, I'm happy to give a hand where I can help things move onwards. There it is. Yeah, sorry, Naomi. I had missed your comment where it was you feel much better. So I've actually acknowledged that on my HAPS live stream part of it too. So thank you for that. And yeah, Naomi, they are amazing cards. I really like them. I might even put, and I've got no affiliate ship or whatever you call it with Karen, but the back of her, and I will just, I had better just shuffle these again because they'll need to be shuffled. And it's a bit slippery with this mat. Hang on, it's a bit fiddly. And my hand still isn't quite at the point where I can clutch things fully. I can't create that fist fully. I've been writing today because I needed to get back into practice for writing, as in physical handwriting. A lot of us don't do that anymore, and it is sore today from doing that. So, and the way to just do these is lay them down wherever they go, because the dice themselves actually create the position that you start from. So it's going to be different every time. And the reason I tip those up is so I know which row is the pink, the green, or the blue, because I'm really only new at this. I've watched Karen's videos, and not absolutely all of them, but I caught one that was probably 1 or 2 years ago, caught my attention, and I looked at it and I delved in. So this is what her trademark is. It's the Tea with Karen. Can you see that in focus? I'm just going to try and focus that in. This is what I don't like about this camera at the moment. It doesn't always like to focus, but it is Tea with Karen. That's the front. Oh, that might be better. Hold on, so I can see it better. So it is. This is the guidebook that comes with this actual set. It's the mat that I bought with the cards, and in this little bag there are some charms that match the cards. Okay, and you can do, and that's the original dice, but they were too small for me. That's why I found 3 white ones. So there's the 18 charms, there is the dice, and here is the guidebook. You can see the guidebook like that. It's nothing fancy pantsy. It's really easy. It's Tea with Karen. She has an Etsy, and I'm just going to see if that is, there it is. There's an Etsy site that you can go to, and she's got some lovely stuff there. So if I can get back to it later, I'll put the link there. I'd love to get another couple of different sets that she's got. She does have some that is just charm mats. She does have a couple of different decks of cards that are more than just this 18 steampunk. I really like this one. I don't, and the explanations, it's positives of, this is just the central page. So you've got 5 and 6 of the green, 1 and 2 of the blue, and it just explains, it's the positive and negative keywords. And then you tap into your intuition to read them so that it is creating the story and the explanations that you need that's meaningful. And that's what I tap into as a reader for you on your behalf. So, okay. And what we're up to, just, I'm not sure what the 1 is for. What's the 1 for? For those, on the Sunshine Coast. I'm seeing ones. Yes. I'm just putting these up because I've got little things that are just saying 1. So here we've got, it's just it looks like it's emojis. So someone's replied and reacted to you, which is probably me. It's done that. Oh, Angel Light, you're psychic, I am. Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you. So you've popped in on my Facebook page as psychic. Psychic I am, but as Angel Light. Thank you. How are your hands recovering? Because I've been keeping an eye on the, what's that space? Discord. I have been keeping an eye on it just to see when you're back again, because I do subscribe to you still, don't I, on the Twitch. So here's where our spread of the multiple platforms and distances and global connections that we're creating and making and maintaining, really staying, you can create friends even though you never see someone face to face, can't you? So it's really good. So thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, I hadn't realised that. Sorry. So, and guess what? Look, I did get, and I'll be writing that back to you anyway. You'll get a letter from me. Here it is. You're going to see me big ass doing that probably. There, I did receive from you the Christmas card. Is it the Christmas card? Yes, it is. Because you had sent me a beautiful card and there was extra to that somewhere, wasn't it? So thank you. And yes, I had forgotten to acknowledge that. Or I might have in Discord and still not got back to, I haven't got back to writing a letter because I broke my wrist and have only just been starting to get back into using the pen. So there we go. There we go. There's a catch-up, isn't it, of a friend? Yeah, with a friend. Right, let's see. Now, here we've got, this one is to make Tarika, wasn't it? The swell. Wow. So I did see some footage on, I don't know where, I suppose it was news. So the swell has been big, experienced surfers only. Well, isn't that what they like? Experienced surfers like the big swells. Had days of rain. You had that much flooding up there at some point too. Well, New South Wales did. as many have. Yeah, beautiful, hot, sunny day today, lawn mowing done. I did mine yesterday, thank goodness, because it was raining today. Only light stuff, but it was, you know, how you get the rain where you can't mow a lawn. So thank you for sharing that. That's cool. Thank you. So you have, I'm hoping that that's actually gotten a lot better for you there, Psychic I Am, or Angel Light. So you had a lot of problems with your hands. I thought that's what I'd been seeing. So it'd be wonderful to see you back online again soon. Look when you're ready to. And here we've got, yes, Karen's cards are really, really nice. I'm thoroughly enjoying using them. And I will put the link, well, you've got the link to pause the replay later to actually get that link if you would like to. I don't take any of these videos down from my Facebooks or Twitter, Twitch, wherever it is, they'll stay there. So anyone that you're wanting to direct to watch the replay or go to the certain timestamp, and it probably was around, I don't know, somewhere you can see probably around the 1 hour 15 minute mark. I just realised how long we've been going for a while, haven't we? So, yes. Now, thank you. This is just so lovely. Thank you, Angel Light. You've just made my day because I loved watching you when you were, because you haven't been on much since Christmas. So your hands really must have been giving you curry. Yeah, I had to see you. Amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the last treatment seems to be working well. So that's wonderful. That's good news. So thanks for sharing that. That is really good news. Yeah, with an amazing friend. Yeah, it is. So it is wonderful to have amazing friends surrounding us and being able to help and support us. So that for me is really what life is about, more than, am I on the screen more than the cards? No, I've done that again. Hold on a sec. Which one am I going to? That one. And taken off. Yeah, I haven't got the cards there. So it really is, for me, about sharing our skills with each other in whatever way we can. There's moments where it's quite okay that we can offer what we do for nothing, as just supporting each other and being those freebies and, things like that. There isn't always a dollar quantity around what we do and what we share with each other, but there certainly is the honouring of each other with energy flow in the way of money, that it is appropriate to actually charge money for card readings, to charge for tarot, to charge for consulting with coaches, all that sort of stuff. You don't go to, socialise with a doctor at parties and things like that and expect a consult. You don't really expect, well, I think it's at times quite rude to be going socially somewhere and be known as, yeah, you're a psychic medium, have people constantly asking you, can you tell me about blah, 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 and ask the questions. There really is appropriate times and moments of what we can offer each other, and accepting that you can't just keep having everything turned on all the time, or all at once, or whatever. It's really honouring each other in showing our respect for each other and listening. Most of the time we're just so interested in talking our own stuff, where we don't spend the time in taking a breath, sitting back and listening. You learn so much when you listen to other people. And it's why I'm really enjoying the HAPs, because you can listen to real people with real conversations and their impressions of, and all the different ways that they're creating a different style of journalism. And, we can share our ideas and our ideals and our understandings of what we're living in our daily life, because that's how the presentations seem to be coming across a lot more too. I thought I'd better just turn around and see what the other comments are. Whoops. Yeah, so here we've got Oh, thank you. I've just noticed that comment, and I'm just trying to see who's actually mentioned that one. Is that one on my Facebook page? No. Amazing friend last treatment year. No, here. See, it hasn't scrolled through. Oh, no, here it is. Tarika, you're saying you're a lovely like that. Oh, thank you. And I'm just going to go back to the house now that I know who's said it. You're lovely like that. Always. Oh, appreciate that. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to see and hear you and enjoy your kind energy. Shine on. Hey, look, I'll be keeping on. What's that saying? Keep on keeping on. It's one of the adverts that was popular for many years. Keep on keeping on. Wasn't Mr. Sheen, was it? Don't know. Be funny to be compared to a Mr. Sheen. Was he all muscles? No, that was Mr. Muscle. Look, it's just funny. So much of our lives have been influenced by other external things. I think it really is time. As a generation, even my own generation, that's had a heavy influence from what has been greatly influenced by media, without having the psychological understandings of how it's been marketed to us over the many years it has, and how it really is deliberately targeting and marketing and all the rest with it now. And that a PayPal notification, what's that one? Anyway, sorry, I just got distracted. The iPad came and told me something. Oh, thank you so much, Angel Light, Psychic I am. I fully appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's just so I know one way I'm getting a notification instantly, and that has been through my iPad. So thank you. It is that we need to be spending more time, I feel, in that space and place of inner self, that spiritual connection, the soul connection with that we are on our inside, to actually start to, if we haven't done it before, to really start to actually understand where we are coming from, and cutting some of those influences and ties that we've had fed to us over the years, where we actually have tied ourselves to these things, to these beliefs and understandings from someone else's direction. And I really do think media and marketing and salespeople and the system has had a lot to answer for with what we experience in our mental health and in our expectations of what is supposed to be in our lives. We do need to be looking at what is our core and how we understand things, so that we're actually creating more of what needs to be in our own flow, that is for, people use words loosely at times, our destiny, our passion, and all of that. It's just sitting and being with who you are for some time, to start unlocking some of those that are our doors that we've had closed on us, or that we've closed ourselves because it was too hard. Yeah. I'm not going to go all philosophical and all that. Oh, there you go. So that's what it might have been. It could have been keep on keeping on. Yes, wattle paints, British paints. You could be right. Was it the outdoor paint because of all the weathering and something like that? You could be right. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's those little things that come into the mind. Yes. Yeah, there she is now. Oh, Kenneth, you put that one there. There she is now. Who were you referring to with the there she is now? Just, I don't, sometimes with the way the comments come up in the back stream, in a studio, it can be out of context for what the conversation was, purely because of that delay. There's that time factor delay from where it shows up, what you've typed and what I read and see in the conversation, as far as that stream, that commenting. Oh, look, it's wonderful to spend time. Thank you so much. I am going to go, though, because it has been over the hour and a half. I need to get some things happening in the kitchen and support my partner. So thank you so much. But I am intrigued. Even if you answer it in the Facebook page is fine. Now, certainly for those give me a hoy if you'd like a bit of a hand joining in with the haps. What I might do, probably it's a good idea to just show you via each of them with a little loom or some sort of a little video that I can share with you, just to guide you into joining, just to watch other broadcasters and not do broadcasting. Join under a referral link. Doesn't have to be mine, but to use a referral link so that you can actually go into getting coins to share with others to reward them for their broadcasting. It does help support the HAPS platform itself grow and develop. They're not a really big company at all. I had someone source it and say that, it's a starting company that's got some wonderful ideas, and I really like the fact it's based more on journalism. No adverts at the moment, and that's why you're paying a little bit for the coins to support them in that way. It's not the advertising, it's just sharing with them to be able to offer creative journalists and broadcasters the option to get their stuff out there and grow what looks like is going to be a really good platform. I love the options at the moment so far. Sure, there's always going to be some improvements. There's always going to be some bugs in any system. From the day they created computers, there was always bugs. I know that from the time I was typing in programs into a micro:b and having to find where the one mistake of a keystroke meant the program wouldn't work at all. And so, what we've got is amazing technology. It's wonderful to be able to use it like we are now. And we need to understand it is just technology, and it is people who have created it that sometimes bugs get through. And that's just been a flow on from the DOS days, the CPM days, and all that's just carried through. It'll never be foolproof. We just need to understand that. Okay, thank you so much for being here. And I am going to get going. All right, Bernie. Oh, hi, Bernie. Now, this is where I'm going to put your comment on here. Thank you for popping in. They're still growing day by day. Absolutely, they are. Now, I'm putting this comment in, and Bernie is a HAPS member. So it doesn't show any differently to anyone else what I'm seeing in my preview screen in the back end of the studio. But it's nice to know that you're not, if you wanted to be anonymous, not anonymous, what's the thing? Incognito, you don't want your location shown. You don't have to. It doesn't show on the comment streams going in, but people can. Whilst I'm live, I can pop in and see, because Bernie is on HAPS, I can pop in and it comes up with being able to view his profile. And I can, if I want to, invite him into my live stream. I haven't got time this time, but I certainly could at another time, maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I like doing the ad hoc, not incognito, whatever time it pops into my head I'd love to do a live stream now. That's how I'm running these, the HAPS one. I'm not scheduling them on HAPS. I'm just doing them as and when I feel. So that is so easy. And you can also report and block if there's a pesty one that comes up as a trolling type or spamming type. You can, in that instant, you can actually report them, block them. It's so easy when you're in the HAPS program itself. So I do like it. So thank you for that. And Bernie, you mentioned, oh, yay. I appreciate you letting me know that too, because I wasn't aware of that. There's been another update this week, so that's wonderful. It's going to be all good stuff and moving forward with the HAPS. So I hope everyone that you'd like to join in again next time that I'm doing the HAPS. And hopefully we've been able to sort for those who want to come in and join just to watch or be a broadcaster. It's choices, isn't it? And there is with using the HAPS. So that by then that you'll be able to join in on the HAPS app and even in the screen with me. And that'll make it so much more interesting, don't you think? I do. So thank you. We'll see you next time I pop in. So I'm going to just say happy Saturday, and this is how I will go out with that lovely. Oh, wow. I'm just going to put these ones up. So, psychic I am or angel light. Wow, you'd like to know more about it. But your message, yeah, I think that's what is probably going to be the easiest way to find out. And I should actually keep that on. Hang on. I can do this differently. I can go, oh, where am I? Take that off that and put that as the number 1. And that'll show us both of them. Yes, that's how I'll do it. Right, so I'll go out like this. And there is just this last one I'll put on because it's funny. I think, yes, Tarika, I think you're the one who has done this one, isn't it? Yeah, you checked. It's the British burger paints. You're saying burger paints? I think, don't you mean British paints? Anyway, doesn't matter. It was the paint ad. Thank you for checking, and that's wonderful. So thanks, Bernie. Thanks for popping in. And yes, bye for now to everyone. So have a wonderful Saturday evening if I don't end up popping back in. Have a wonderful weekend for the rest of it. It's likely I'll be back on tomorrow. So catch you then. Bye for now.